Samsung unveiled its new Galaxy S23 range last week. It is Samsung Unpacked event in San Francisco, offering the S23, S23 Plus, and S23 Ultra. In terms of features and camera upgrades, the new phones, the most recent in Samsung's well-liked Galaxy S range, appear to be among the best smartphones of the year. The 2023 flagship phone era has started. Despite being one of the year's first significant tech launches, the phone market is cutthroat. Last fall, Apple and Google both introduced new iterations of their respective flagship lineups. Apple with the phone 14 and Google with the Pixel 7. Additionally, brand new gadgets, like the OnePlus 11 5G, are soon to be released. At its Unpacked event, Samsung unveiled the recently revealed Galaxy S23, giving the iPhone 14 new rivals for the title of finest base model smartphone. Even while Apple and Samsung both sell higher-end smartphones with specifications that are superior to those of the iPhone 14 and Galaxy S23, not every customer wants to shell out cash for a $1,000 gadget. Because of this, base model smartphones, which come equipped with a ton of premium technology, will still be in use in 2023. The iPhone 14 was introduced in September 2022, however it was basically the same as the iPhone 13 that came before it. The new Galaxy S23 from Samsung now offers an upgrade over the iPhone 14. The Galaxy S23 and the iPhone 14 both have 6.1-inch screens and the same starting price of $799, but that's about where their similarities end. The AMOLED screen of the Galaxy S23 can adjust its refresh rate up to 120 Hz. The iPhone 14 has an OLED display, but it lacks high refresh rate technology. Only the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max have this capability. With an outdoor peak brightness rating of 1750 nits, the Samsung display is much brighter than the iPhone 14's 1200 nit rating. In terms of pixels per inch, Apple and Samsung are comparable, with 460 ppi and 425 ppi, respectively. While Samsung's Galaxy S23 has a triple sensor camera system, Apple created the iPhone 14 with a dual sensor camera system that comprises a main and ultra-wide lens. A 50 megapixels primary camera, a 12 megapixels ultra-wide sensor, and a 10 megapixels telephoto lens are all featured on the Galaxy S23. In comparison to the iPhone 14's 2x optical and 5x digital zoom, the Galaxy S23 can now offer 3x optical zoom and 30x base zoom. Although the battery in the Samsung Galaxy S23 is physically larger than the one in the iPhone 14, some contend that Apple's hardware and software integration results in a longer battery life when used regularly. However, the 3900 mAh battery in the Galaxy S23 is larger than the 3279 mAh battery in the iPhone 14. The earlier model also has a slightly faster 25 watts charging speed. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 platform powers the entry-level Galaxy S23, as well as the whole S23 lineup from Samsung. 8 GB of RAM is combined with the Snapdragon processor. The system-on-a-chip in the Samsung smartphone is not just speedier than the one in the iPhone, but it is also more recent. Unexpectedly, Apple chose to equip the iPhone 14 with the same A15 processor as the iPhone 13 from a year ago. The Galaxy S23 has the advantage in terms of specs, at least on paper, despite the fact that both smartphones are very powerful in 2023. Intangible aspects like software and ecosystem play a significant part in users choosing the smartphone they would enjoy using on a regular basis. The Galaxy S23 is currently up for pre-order, and will be generally available on February 17th. Write a comment, would you change your iPhone to Samsung? If so, why? Thanks for watching, have a nice day and see you soon.